Hello children, today we will discuss about the types of chemical reaction on the basis of energy changes. Now question is why energy changes takes place during a chemical reaction? Because a chemical reaction means formation and breaking of bond. I mean chemical reaction involves formation and breaking of bond. Because we all know in a chemical reaction, reactant undergo changes to form product. How reactant undergo changes? By breaking of bond. How new product is formed? By the formation of bond. I have considered here example AB plus CD gives out AD plus CB. Here in AB, in between A and B single bond is present. Here in between C and D single bond is present. On product side, AD is formed due to the single bond in between A and D, while the CB is formed due to the single bond in between C and B. Right? So let's see how AB and CD is undergoing change. First of all, the bond present in between A and B, C and D will undergo breaking. After breaking of bond, new substance A and D is formed due to the formation of bond. Formation of bond. Formation of bond. Right? Here, breaking of bond. So when you are in a chemical reaction, always remember bonds undergo cleavage. Cleavage means when bonds break. This is an endothermic process. Endothermic process. While when a chemical bond is formed, it involves exothermic change. Exothermic change means breaking a bond require energy, while formation of bond releases energy. So on the basis of this absorption and release of energy, chemical reaction is further classified into two types. First one is exothermic reaction. Second one is endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Right? Endothermic reaction. Now we will understand what is exothermic and what is endothermic reaction. Right? So in general, what we say, exothermic reaction means in a chemical reaction in which release of energy involves, while endothermic is a type of chemical reaction in which absorption of energy takes place. But I do not believe in this. Generally, it can be explained on the basis of delta H energy changes. Delta H is equal to energy taken in minus energy given out. Energy given out. So total energy change involves during a chemical reaction, delta H is equal to energy taken in minus energy given out. Right? Now on the basis of this particular formula, we can conclude whether a reaction is exothermic or endothermic. Always remember, when delta H is positive, chemical reaction is said to be endothermic reaction. While when delta H is in negative, chemical reaction is said to be exothermic reaction. Now, how this value will come in positive and negative? Let's see. delta H is positive when energy taken in is greater than energy given out. Energy given out. I mean, if during a chemical reaction, total energy taken in to perform that change is greater than the total energy given out during the process, the chemical reaction is known as endothermic reaction. I hope you people understood. Again, I am giving you explanation for it. When energy given out is greater than energy taken in here. Energy taken in is greater than energy given out. The chemical reaction is known as endothermic reaction. While when energy given out is greater than energy taken in, chemical reaction is known as exothermic reaction. It means when during a chemical reaction energy given out is more as compared to energy taken in, the reaction is said to be exothermic reaction. I hope you people understood the meaning of exothermic and endothermic reaction, right? Let's see some example of exothermic and endothermic reaction. First, endothermic reaction. Decomposition reaction. CaCO3 absorb heat to form CaO plus CO2. It means in this chemical reaction, energy taken in is more than energy given out. That's why it is endothermic reaction. Lead nitrate undergo decomposition to form lead oxide plus NO2 plus O2. In this chemical reaction, energy taken in is more as compared to energy given out. That's why reaction is endothermic. Right? Now see exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. What I told in exothermic reaction, when energy given out is more as compared to energy taken in. So let's see the example, very common example, burning of coal to form carbon dioxide. Here the value of delta H is negative. Why value of delta H is negative? Because energy given out is more than energy taken in. That's why this reaction is exothermic reaction. Right? Whenever any fuels burn in presence of oxygen, the reaction is exothermic reaction. One more example we can see. When quicklime undergo reaction with water molecule, it forms slag lime, CaOH whole twice. Here also delta H is negative. Why delta H is negative? Because energy given out is more than energy taken in. I hope you people understood today the classification of chemical reaction on the basis of energy changes. Thank you.